So here are a couple of recommendations on how to handle this jacuzzi. There's quite a few things, so bear with me. So first you have to unlock those attachments, and if you don't keep them attached, I guess the wind can blow the cover up, and then the leaves get into the water, and you have a big mess. So don't forget the one that are in the back also, because they have a tendency to be tight, and so that happens to be a problem and they break. Step is, you notice that the handle is already broken. In fact, the reason is we have strong people that try to lift it with tons of snow. So one of the things that I use are actually those two things, a shovel, and if I'm nitpicking, I also remove the whatever leaves that are on there. And then finally, actually, while we're here, this is the emergency shut-off valve, which is useful to know. All you'd have to do is switch the thing on the other side, or switch it back, and I'll talk more about that at some point. To open, I just use both hands on both sides and topple the cover, I guess. So the first thing would be to remove the support that's for the snow that's situated like in the middle. It's fairly easy, but that's just a snow support. The mushroom over there needs to be filled every 10 days or so, so just keep an eye on that. And then finally, the most important consideration are the valves, and I will demonstrate that. So there's two types of valves actually. There is a little valve like these that are for letting air in, and then the bigger valves over there that are for switching the pumps or the sides of the jets. So it's very easy to do as long as the pumps are not working. In fact, if the pumps were working, so this switches the sides of the jets. I mean, I think you can play with that, but make sure the pumps don't work at the same time as you change that. Otherwise, you'll break it, and then the water will empty, and it's a real mess. So a little more on the controls. So the temperature is set at 102. You can adjust that using the dial here. Lights come on or off, I guess, and this is for the pumps that are near the back, and these are for the pumps in the front. And as you can tell here, for example, I put some bubbles which we can remove by turning the little valve. So the way, I guess, with one person it's possible to open that. One hand over here, another hand over there, and you can lift that fairly easily. And now is the time to remove that support there without falling in the tub, preferably. And that's it. I think you're ready to go.